What's up, what's up, what's up? This your boy Lake Dawson on the Lake Dawson Morning Show here in New York City. It's now 6:47 a.m. April 19th, 2017, and it is Warrior Wednesdays, ladies and gentlemen. I just came back from working out, and it felt really good. Hope you guys did the same thing. Now it's time for you to get your coffee, get your tea, get your beverage, and get ready to get started, ladies and gentlemen. On Warrior Wednesdays, we talk about motivation, pushing yourself to that next level, growth, stamina, the art of becoming that new you that you want to become. This is the time, ladies and gentlemen. This is the time for you to move forward in your life. This is the time for you to grow in your life. This is the time for you to get yourself to that next level, to that plane of existence where you want to become that strength, that opportunity, that growth that your family can look up to, whether you are the youngest child or the oldest child. It does not matter. It does not matter at all. You could be the middle child and still do this. So here we go. Here we go. Number one, the very first thing that I want you to do is write down your goals. Write down all of the goals that you have, that you want to achieve, that you know that you've been struggling with. Write them on paper, because there's something about writing your goals on paper. Write them on paper. Put them on a list. Put them on your wall. Now, me personally, I have a vision wall. Some people have just a vision board, which is a small board with pictures on it. I have an entire wall that I painted a specific color, and then I put my pictures up there on that wall, so that every day that I wake up, the first thing I see is the wall and my goals and my vision. And guess what happens at that point? Your subconscious mind begins to regurgitate that information to the frontal cortex. And then what happens after that? What happens after that is your brain begins to restructure itself, and then the electrons begin to push out into the ether, and guess what? The world begins to bring to you the things that you desire, the things that will make you happy, the things that you want in life. This is the time. The second thing that you want to do is go ahead, get up early, write down your goals. Get up early in the morning. You want to start small. You know what I mean? You want to begin small. So you want to start with 15 minutes earlier, then 30 minutes earlier, then a half an hour earlier, then an hour earlier. Next thing you know, you'll be waking up at 5, waking up at 4, waking up at 3, and then next thing you know, your body start waking you up at 12, and you just went to sleep at 10. You're like, no! But this is not the time. This is the time for you to grow, go, and let's flow. If you wake up at that time, then you sit there, lay there for a quick second and say, all right, body, you got to go back to sleep, baby. What helps me out is I go ahead and put some music on YouTube, get that YouTube Red, hit that music so that it'll keep going without any commercials. 8-10 hours worth of soothing music, just like when you were a baby. Your mother put that, go to sleep baby music on. It helps you out the same way as an adult. Didn't know that, did you? It's true. The other thing you want to do, if you're stressed out because of family, because of kids, because of husband, because of wife, because of job, because of employees trying to talk mess, all of that stuff, guess what, baby? This is what you do. Just wanted a little taste. This is what you do. When you wake up in the morning, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to visualize what it is that you want to do or want to happen in your life. Right? Today, that day. Take a deep breath. Visualize how you want your day to go. I got this from A Secret. Most of you guys already know that. But visualize how you want your day to go. And that's another story, a whole separate story. And then focus on positive energy. Focus on positivity. This is what I want you to do. Right? The other thing is, this is separate. If you have children and you know your children aren't doing as well in school, you need to help them. You need to help them to grow as well, okay? I know you may have done it in the beginning, and then now you're older and you're stressed out, you're tired, you don't feel like doing it. But guess what? That extra push when your child is 14, 15, 16 in high school is more difficult for them in high school, because there's a lot more that they have to deal with. You understand? So help them with that structure. When you help them with that process, their grades are going to go up, A, B, whatever. You push them to that limit, just like you're pushing yourself to the limit. And then if you're trying to work on your health and working out and eating habits, read the 4-Hour Body. He'll go into detail in terms of how to structure your eating habits and what have you. And I'm using his program as well. 6 days out of 7, no sugar, no carbs. 7th day, I eat whatever it is that I want to. But at the same time, sometimes you might get a craving once or twice during the week. Look, you could get some Atkins, you could get whatever you want to get. Small Butterfinger candies instead of getting the whole thing. Get the small one. When you're used to eating a whole pint of ice cream, a whole Butterfinger, a whole Snickers bar, when you get the small one, it retracts the amount of sugar that you normally intake and brings it down a notch to a smaller percentage. This will still give you that run for your money kind of deal with the workout, and you'll still have the capability of eating whatever you want on a 7th day. Okay? Because I know it's going to be difficult. I know it's going to be tough to get to that next level, but trust and believe, ladies and gentlemen, it's worth it. All right. The other thing is, which is what is good, ladies, and men. This goes for men as well, but most men probably just want to use the weights. You can use resistance bands, ladies. Resistance bands will bring out the cuts in your arms and your chest or whatever lightly. You understand what I mean? So they have light resistance bands and heavier resistance bands, and you use that, and it's less stress on the body. It's a lot less stress on the body, and what most people don't realize is that stress on the body actually holds the weight. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you don't do it properly, you'll end up becoming bloated. Not hold the weight, but you'll become bloated, and you begin to look as if you're heavier than you really are, because you're not giving yourself the proper rest that you need. And that goes from rest and workout, rest from stress, rest for certain types of food, in general. Okay? So be mindful of be mindful of that as a whole. And sometimes you have to be the leader in your family. And I'm talking about leading your family in terms of your mother, your father, your sister, your brothers, your cousin, your uncles, the people you used to look up to when you were growing up that you thought was awesome. You could tell like they're messing up. This is the time for you to push forward and push the family forward. Okay? Remember, this is Warrior Wednesdays. This is what we're talking about, baby. Pushing yourself to that next level. Pushing yourself to that next height. Whether it's spiritually, whether it's physically, whether it's mentally, whether it's emotionally. Put yourself in that bracket. Structure yourself into a place where you know you can grow, where you know you can show, where you know you can improve to your 100%. Okay? Now is the time, ladies and gentlemen. Now is the time. All right? Shoot. Whew. I get excited sometimes, baby, because I want to help y'all out. I want y'all to grow. I want y'all to go. I want y'all to flow. You understand what I mean? This is like Dawson talking here. I wrote 10 books in a 3-week span. Understand that, right? You could do the same thing is what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? Expand your horizons. Go to different countries. What are you afraid of? The news? The news they don't know everything, number one. Number two, they report on propaganda. That's number two. Whew. Number three, most of the times they're paid to talk about what they're talking about. That's number three. We need to get this structure in tune to the right area of your life. You understand? If you want to go to Morocco, go to Morocco. Go online and Google Morocco, see what it's looking like. You understand? That's what Google is for. But go to Google Morocco. Right? So they have Google in US, they have Google India, Google UK, that kind of thing. You want to go to those sites, google.com/UK or something like that, or google.au if I'm not mistaken. Okay? You have the capability. Go to Amsterdam, baby. You understand? Don't just stay in the United States. What you gonna do? Stay in the United States, the next thing you know, you pass away and you like, dang, when I was alive, I should have went here. Now you're over there when you're on the other side and you like, man, shoot, I can't even touch nothing. You know what I mean? Obviously, we don't know how that's going to go, but you get my point, right? So all I'm saying is grow, ladies and gentlemen. Grow to that next self that you want to grow to. You understand? Become that next person that you always wanted to become. If you feel like you wanted to be a painter, go paint that painting. If you feel like you wanted to be an author, go write that book. You understand what I'm saying? If you feel that you wanted to be the best burger maker you could be, go to Burger King, get a job, flip them burgers, baby. Flip them burgers, put them pickles on, right? That way when an individual comes up and they say your burger, they ask for a burger, the specialty, they know what you know what they're talking about. You make that burger, put that thing on that plate easily. You hand it to them, smile and say, hey, this is the premium all beef patty, you know, triple third pounder. I put a little extra cheese, 2 more pickles, lettuce on it, with a little extra sauce on the side for you just in case, baby. Okay? And just know all our beef is organic. And then put that and give it to them, let them go ahead and eat it. They're going to say, dang, that's the best burger I ever had. And guess what? Wherever you flow, the money will flow behind you. Don't chase the money is going to chase you. I know you have to chase the money in the beginning, like when you have to pay your bills and whatnot. This is called the structure. So you work at a place to structure yourself. It's a foundation. Just like a building being built so that they can move people in need of apartment homes or a place to live to move in. You're helping people. The more you help people, the more that comes back to you, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So I want to say this is Lake Dawson. You can hit me up at lakedawson.podbean.com. You can hit me up on lakedawson.com. You can hit me up on my marketing PR company. That's the blushgroup.info. The blushgroup.info. Send me an email if you just want to talk. If you just want like a focus group, a one-on-one, that kind of thing. I'd be happy to talk to you. Okay? Peace and blessings. Talk to you later.